Hey, this is Joel Beachey, one of the FITs from Mayo Clinic, Rochester. I'm here at the 2018 ACC Legislative Conference in Washington, D.C., and I'm pleased to be joined by Dr. Prospero Gogo. He's the immediate past governor of the Vermont chapter of the ACC. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for.
Yeah. So this year at the ACC Legislative Conference, we're kind of focusing on the topic of storytelling in important areas. And I was wondering if, I know you've been really involved at advocacy at the state and in addition to the national level. And I was wondering if you have any stories that you could share with us about getting involved or about fellows getting involved at the state level in advocacy.
Sure. So as many people may or may not realize about Vermont, we're a very small state. And what's nice about a small state is that you get to know people pretty well. You also have a small amount of resources. What that means, though, is if you feel passionate about something, if you really feel that you can take on a cause and you can actually make immediate changes. What I can say about the FITs are, when we, in 2016, when we went after mandating newborn screening for congenital heart disease, generally our state legislative days in Vermont tend to be just me and a fellow. I send an email out to my fellows, say, hey, who wants to come to the state, and we'll go talk around. So a fellow came with me one day, and one of the senators changed her vote based on his testimony.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think the perception from politicians for sure is they see physicians who've been in practice a little while may have a different agenda from someone who may not have been tainted by the system yet. And so I think that FITs have a very strong voice to be heard, especially when you can do that face-to-face, shake a hand, look someone eye to eye. And like I said, this legislator did change her vote because of that testimony. Yeah.
Wow, that's a great story. So do you have any advice, I guess, for fellows who are interested in just getting started in advocacy and some of the ways that they can try to get themselves out there?
Yes, I think for sure if you're still in training, it's to align yourself very closely with someone who you know in your hospital is passionate about advocacy, because that's where you can get rid of a lot of the hurdles immediately. If that's not something that's present in your hospital, go to the State Medical Society if possible. And they're always, the thing about it is, if you're passionate about advocacy and you have time as a physician, that's not common.
Sure.
And if you're willing to spend some of your time to do some advocacy, then you become a very valuable asset to any organization in the state that you're willing to help out. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Dr. Gogo. It's great to have you here. We appreciate you taking the time to stop and talk with us.
Thank you very much.
For more videos like this, please join us at youtube.com/fitsonthego.